Previously on Two Up and Overloaded. We are finally back on the road and beginning our adventures in Bali. We've seen a waterfall and we've seen monkeys, but what really makes Bali special are its temples. The Balinese Hindu religion is unique, only found on the island of Bali, and it is so deeply ingrained in the life of the people there that Bali is also known as the Island of the Gods. And now we find ourselves at the footsteps of one of Bali's most famous temples, Ulun Danu, and are about to explore it first thing in the morning.
Hey everyone, nice to have you here. We are Tim
And Marissa No Tear.
I ride in the front
And I'm in the rear.
We travel the world and we pack too much gear.
Oh, all the places we'll go.
Through rain and through sleet and through mud and through snow.
Oh, all the things we'll see.
We've been to a country or two.
Or three. Oh, all the fun we've had.
You along would make us real glad.
So give us a like and
Hit subscribe to join us along our epic ride. So we woke up the next morning, walking distance to
Ulun Danu Temple.
that is iconic. It's a couple
Yes.
of temples that are built on small little islands on the edge of a lake that's super beautiful.
Yeah, they're like these several tiered pagodas that are so iconic and recognizable. Usually if you see any pictures of Bali, it includes a picture of these temples with the reflection of the lake all around them.
Yeah, and we were like a 3-minute walk from it. We got super lucky at the hotel. I loved every inch of the hotel we stayed at, the beautiful walk through their own gardens into like a back door of this sacred temple, and then bam, there we are, this incredible place that I didn't know existed 24 hours before. And yeah,
Sure you did. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it before, but you didn't know what it was.
No, we've all seen pictures of stuff, but don't know anything about it.
So at these Hindu temples, it's usually constructed in a square pattern with the outside concentric square to be kind of like the layman area where there are markets and it's for everybody, it's the common ground. The second square is where the priests make preparations. It's just that much more holy. And then the third inside square is prohibited to enter except for the Hindu priests. And that is the most holy section of the temple. Here we're in the outside area, but look, this temple has something super unique about it. It has a Buddhist stupa. This is a Hindu temple, but they've created a stupa for Buddha as well. Why not just add him onto the pantheon? And here he is. Built in 1633, Pura Ulun Danu is an entire temple complex that is still used as a seat of worship today. Due to its location next to Lake Bratan, the temple is dedicated to the goddess of water, lakes, and rivers, called Dewi Danu. And in the great tradition of Indonesian cultures being very accepting of other religions, there is even an area of the temple dedicated to Buddha.
So even though it was built in like, what, 1633 you said?
Yeah.
It's built out of like wood and the palm leaves for the roof structures.
Yeah, it's
So-
almost like thatched roofs.
For sure. So they're always rebuilding and upkeeping, and you know, it still looks really impressive.
Yeah, one of the really great things about the temples on Bali is that they have been continuously worshipped in that place since it was first built. And so You know, you go to other temples in other areas of Indonesia or Southeast Asia, and some of them are ruins. A lot of the ones we had seen on Java are ruins. But these temples have been rebuilt and refurbished and repurposed for modern day life, and they are still being used today. We definitely got the vibe of the ancient mysticism going on there at Ulun Danu Temple. And then as we were walking around, we realized that not all of this place is ancient and mystical.
It's much, much more ancient, to be quite clear. Prehistoric.
You mean dinosaurs?
Dinosaurs, folks.
Oh my gosh, this is great.
Yeah, we round a corner and we see Triceratops.
Yes, in fact, there's all sorts of dinosaurs. It was little dinosaur land.
It was nuts, and the mouth of the Triceratops. I always want to say Stegosaurus. I have to stop and then correct myself and move on. So that's what the pauses continuously are.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm like, no, it's the one with the try in the word, just the try and the tops. But yeah, we walked into the mouth.
First time in my life.
Been in the belly of the beast.
That's right. And as we were going in there, there's like this little desert park inside of the Triceratops body, and there was even a snake.
There was a scary snake. I don't know the difference between a good snake and a bad snake. All snakes are bad to me. I don't know if it's yellow meets black, that thing is gonna attack, or yellow meets red, you'll probably be dead. They all mean bad news to me. And yeah, we didn't go out the poop end of the Triceratops.
There's a snake over there.
Yeah, we're gonna get pooped up.
Oh no, not going past that snake. Just gonna
too much.
let it be. But the front is pretty cool.
So,
Back out through the mouth.
We got vomited out the mouth, but it was super. It was interesting. I don't know what was going on. It didn't just stop with dinosaur land. I mean, this temple complex also had Instagram land, so it's on this gorgeous lake, and you might as well take the opportunity to make, you know, heart-shaped benches and places where you can take pictures and just look very cute. Two swans making the heart.
Yeah.
You got a big koi fish just vomiting water in the background.
This area's a little weird.
It's
Not like the ancient Hindu temple I was assuming there would be.
Like, look at this here, folks. This doesn't.
Perfect.
This doesn't idolize.
You got your castle, giant koi, caves, bam, frog. What more could you want? Big duck. I feel like this place would be perfect if they had mini golf involved somewhere in this whole facility of giant koi fish and crazy statues. Oh, real owls.
But then my eyes got locked on to these owls in the corner.
Like real owls. I mean, I hadn't seen a real owl like that very up close before.
It's like the Ren Fair,
yes.
Renaissance Fair. I had an owl fly right through me.
Through you? Whoa.
I went,
Wow,
I
it's some
matched its
Renaissance
aura.
magic.
It was pretty amazing. Go find that video, plug it in there. It happened.
There was a gentleman there who had an array of owls, and these weren't just pet owls that he had collected. I mean, once he would take off the little wristband that they had on their legs, they were free to fly anywhere. And it was daytime, so this was their nap time, you know, their sleeping time. So they weren't really flying anywhere at that moment. But he said every night he just lets them loose and they fly around in the forest and catch things to eat, and they always come back in the morning. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
He's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing?
Yeah, like this.
Oh. Let him play.
It was Bobo?
Bobo and Tito.
Yeah. And oh my God, owls are so cool. I've never held one.
So cool.
I mean, they're just, you don't even know they're there. You're wearing this big Nintendo Power Glove, this Falconeers thing, because their talons will just destroy you.
I felt like Harry Potter.
So soft.
This is scary as heck.
You can close more.
Oh, buddy. Hi. Hi, Bobo.
Maybe not the head.
Maybe not the head? The wings?
Yeah, it's okay. The wings, no.
The wings, no?
No.
Okay.
There's a different like eagle.
So just head.
Yes, head and chest.
Head and chest.
Where is Bobo from?
Bobo from
Sumatra.
The owls and their eyes are so incredible to look at. And the feathers, they seem like they're very, very big, and they are very big. The wingspan is huge. But if it wasn't for the feathers, they're so lightweight. I mean, there's almost nothing to them. There's nothing there except giant eyes and giant wings and lots of feathers.
Yeah, I mean, they're stealth. So, like,
Yeah.
all of that stuff is, like, sound suppressant. Like, I had a cat, Moto, loved the guy, and still do. He's gone. But you get him wet, he's just like 3/4 of his body mass is
Basically
just gone.
just a giant rat at that point.
And same with these owls. Like, you can almost like lift up their leg like feathers, and they're like, they look like little old skinny dudes with, you know,
On stilts.
on stilts. Yeah.
Yeah, so bizarre.
Yeah. I mean, you can like push into their feathers and go like 3 inches until you hit skull. It's crazy.
They all have very, very unique head feathers going on. And these were owls that were native to Indonesia.
Yeah.
So some of them were from Java, some of them were from Sumatra, some of them can even be found in Bali.
Yeah, but Bobo Fett was so super cute.
Oh my gosh. Amazing. And they were very, very friendly. They let you pet them. They were just complete friends.
Yeah.
We got Tito
And Bobo.
and Bobo. And we're hanging out at a awesome little Hindu temple.
Yes, and these are actual Indonesian owls. This one, Bubu, is from Sumatra.
And then, yeah, this is Tito. Also,
And Tito's from Java.
yeah. So we are having an incredible experience here. This is awesome. This is the first time we've ever held owls.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
they're really light. They're like Cool Whip.
Cool. Yeah, you never know what you're gonna find on Bali. You think it's just gonna be a temple day, but no. Stegosauri and owls. Crazy.
Triceratops, buddy.
Ah!
All right.
Okay, good. 1, 2, 3, go.
Go, buddy!
Like this.
Okay.
There you go, buddy.
And somewhere else that is just insanely epic that we'd love to share with you from east to west, from north to south, is the state of Sabah on Borneo.
Yes, we just finished 3 motorcycle tours that we were guiding out there, and we would love to show you a little sneak peek of what that was all about. Looking for the ultimate adventure and escape? Join your 2 favorite YouTube content creators on a motorcycle adventure across Sabah, Borneo.
Where is Borneo? It's a faraway island full of orangutans, pygmy elephants, jungles, beaches, and twisty mountain roads through stunning natural beauty.
Adventure with us for 10 days, 9 nights, either solo on a motorcycle or 2 up with the love of your life, and create memories that will last a lifetime.
Our tour dates for the spring of 2026 are now open. See our website for prices and details, and let's travel the world together.
Good morning, everyone. Today's plans are we're going from here in this kind of higher up lake region of Bali down into the city of Ubud, which is supposed to be like the arts and crafts center of Bali, but also full of temples and beautiful scenery, and we are excited. But first, we're going to be stopping by a rice terrace area, but the weather, as you can see, doesn't look the greatest. It was already raining quite a bit this morning, so we're hoping for some better weather. Fingers crossed.
And as soon as we got on Dorco, one of her eyes kind of fell off.
Huh. Looks like there might have been a screw that kept this on, but the screw is gone.
A little auxiliary light, but that's the least of my concerns.
Wow.
We'll worry about it later.
Do you want to maybe zip tie it for now? Like, it's got this awesome band on it. You can just zip tie it and then it won't be like pulling on the cord. Okay. Well, that is extremely temporary. I don't know if it will hold. But whatever. So I planned this stop on our way to Ubud that is a very famous lookout area over gorgeous terraced rice paddies. It's called Jatiluwih Rice Terraces. Jatiluwih Rice Terraces are the largest rice paddy fields in Bali, and are designated as a UNESCO Heritage Site. Because rice cultivation is an integral part of Balinese culture and society, these terraces provide the perfect irrigation system for the rice to grow that can be utilized over rugged terrain such as these mountain slopes. When we got there, it started to drizzle a little bit, but it was still so beautiful to see these rice terraces.
When the rice is fully kind of grown, you get like these swaying green waves on different levels, and that's pretty epic itself. But when there's not the full grown ones and they've kind of cut them down, then all you see are these like separate little pools spread across the land, which is equally, in my opinion, very, very beautiful.
Yeah.
Depending on what time of year you're there, you get the different views.
I personally really love it when there's water in the rice paddies, because then you get that reflective effect, and the design, if there's little bits of rice coming out just like there was at this time of year, then you get that design of these lines of little sprigs of rice shooting up, reflecting in the water, and you've got all those different levels of reflection. It is so picturesque.
So as I'm sitting there flying our drone, getting some of these epic shots of this scenery that is, you know, from bird's eye view is almost more breathtaking. But there's a gentleman rolled up on a bike, and he introduced himself as Joel, and he saw our Moscow Moto bag, and he said, "You guys aren't just messing around, because, you know, people come to Bali, they rent motorcycles, but only, you know, world travelers, people have been across continents, have the Moscow Moto bags." And I was like, yeah, heck yeah.
That's right.
And he himself, we got into this long conversation about how he himself has traveled, you know, a quarter of the world with his dog.
Yeah. Ah, so amazing. On a motorcycle.
On a motorcycle. And Joel, we knew that, we didn't know where our relationship was going, but we knew that we had just formed a new path with this guy, and we're super excited as we're talking with him. And he invited to let us stay at his house in Bali. He now lives in Bali.
And we were headed to Ubud, and it was in Ubud, and we were like, that is awesome, yes.
Absolutely. So we exchanged WhatsApp numbers, and we knew we had a new contact, and we got a little bit of a electric buzz in our systems for the excitement of what's to come.
Unfortunately, we had to split ways for the afternoon, but we were going to meet up with him that night. That was the plan.
Yeah. He actually runs tours throughout Bali, and he was mid-tour with two women from Mexico. Yeah. So we had made plans to meet back up with them, but in the meantime, we were going to get something to eat.
Oh my god, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. They're really weird.
And it was a good time to make a food stop because it started coming down. It was an insane rainstorm.
All right, the rains are beginning. They seem to just come and go all the time. But we're having some lunch here with a lovely view of the terraces. And Tim has ordered a chicken burger.
It looks all right.
Yeah. And I've ordered a Balinese dish called bumbu. bumbu ayam, or bumbu chicken, which is apparently a sweet coconutty curry sauce with the chicken, and then there is just some rice on the side. Man, tropical storms are insane. The thunderstorms of Bali are absolutely madness. I mean, while we were eating there at that restaurant, I was so thankful that we were not on the bike because it was brutal. Got wet just by going down to move the bike like 7 feet to get it under a shelter. I mean, soaking wet. There was no avoiding it. It was like diving into a swimming pool by going out into that rain.
That my boots, well, just everything. There's nothing worse than riding around in wet boots.
Oh, I know,
You know,
that is the worst.
Gore-Tex is awesome, but when water gets in and then the water can't get, it's just like Gore-Tex is the worst. I'd rather just be wearing my socks at this point. What's nice is now we had somewhere that we could potentially stay for the evening. So we didn't have to hunt anything down, and we can kind of wait for some of the weather to subside, if you will, and subside it too.
Yes. So the rain has let up a little bit, which is nice. The views are stunning, and we're going to ride on down off of this mountain. We really luck out with like when we're eating is when the rains are the worst, so that's pretty good. Poor Tim got wet though when he was putting the motorcycle back under this shelter, so that's not great. He got wet even in his boots.
So we get back on Dorco with their new, a little more oomph in her since we got the new clutch.
Maybe she just needed to be warmed up a little bit more, because now it's not doing it again, but like first gear was like sputtering, still doing it a little bit.
Yeah.
Just not a very confidence-inspiring motorcycle.
No, not at all.
But she's still crawling.
Super excited for what's to come still. We've got new friends, new contacts, new goals, and yeah, there's plenty of temples. We just can't wait to experience all of Bali.
We were headed that night to meet up with Joel again in Ubud. Next time.
Okay,
He wants your backpack.
let's go.
No! Our lives are about to change forever as we meet Joel and he gives us ideas about not just what we should do with our motorcycle, Dorco, but also about what we should do with the rest of our lives. But that will all be in the next episode. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so thankful that you guys have been sticking with us, and I can't wait to get more videos out to you guys. We are working very hard. I hope you like our new little studio setup that we have here. We've, since we're kind of staying in one place for a little while, we are trying to up our game with these videos. So I hope you like it, and if you do, please give us a big thumbs up and hit the subscribe button below. Ding, ding. And also, if you are interested in joining Patreon and supporting our video creation and our travels, you can do so in the link in the description below. You get some super extra awesome perks by joining Patreon, as well as videos early and some exclusive little content, these little videos that I send out every single day called Marissa's Moments.
We're very thankful to have you along for the ride. We hope to see you back here on YouTube or on Patreon. Please do drop us a link and comment, and we'd love to hear from you. And yeah, we'll see you further down the road, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Peace.